are you doing in your local context? I saw you the other day on Facebook with a surgical mask on, and then you kind of took it off and say, "Hey, we're here in the community. Let's work together in addressing this conflict." And I was just really struck and touched by that, and just encouraged by the work you and others are doing right out of the gate in addressing this pandemic, even as it comes close to home. So, what are you doing locally in this regard at Beaverton Foursquare with other churches, civic authorities, and the like?
Well, Paul, it's fluid and it's changing, but we're figuring it out daily. We went online right away, as most churches have. We were fortunate to have already had that capability. We also offered our facilities to other churches that don't have recording capabilities, so they could come and record their services. That worked really well the first week. The latest governor's order might have to make us reconsider how we're going to do that, but fortunately, quite a few took us up on that last week. We also offered that to the school district if they wanted to come and use any of that for any kind of a message or address that they wanted to make. Probably the biggest thing is we started a food drive, and we've been delivering food to about 50 families who we know that are facing food scarcity. We've also been online with not only the school district, but with some of the other churches in the area. Holy Trinity next door to us has a food closet. And actually today we're going to talk about whether or not we can expand the capability of creating food boxes. Part of the reason we're doing that is the school called us and they said that they were limited in some ways. They could serve food at the school, but they could not deliver it to the kids who had the greatest food scarcity, also couldn't get to the school just because of distance. So we started delivering lunches and then realized that wasn't going to be a good long-term solution. So we started making food boxes, which we did last week. And some other things as well. We've offered our facilities to some organizations. The Red Cross is going to use part of our building for their blood drive. Since the school's closed, that's the locations they do blood drives in. And the blood supply is low. So they called us up and we said, yeah, you can use our facilities. So we're trying to partner with other churches, with the city, with the civic authorities, with people like the Red Cross, and trying to find those solutions we need right now in the midst of all this.
I really appreciate the work you've done over the years. For those who are uh, watching or listening, Mark and I go way back, and Mark has served as an advisor at New Wine New Wineskins, worked with me in the doctoral program in cross-cultural engagement, and I've gained a lot, learned a lot from Mark over the years. And one of the things I've appreciated so much about the work that he and others are doing there is that if someone's doing a good work, they come alongside. It's not like they have to create it and others have to come on board. If Trinity, the Catholic Church next door, is doing a phenomenal work, hey, how can we come alongside? If that's okay, can we come alongside in just in support? Waiting for the invitation much of the time, not imposing, even as a big church, but working alongside the schools as the school asks for support. Other non-Christian groups, I appreciate the posture of coming alongside rather than imposing, because it's easy to do as a big church if one's not careful, even well-intentioned. One can come across as an imposition rather than a positive addition. And I've appreciated that posture and just the collaborative spirit. You also work overseas, and I've always been struck by your work